Why does everyone think student loans should be forgiven? I feel like an asshole for asking this, but didn't these people knowingly take out these loans to get their education? They put themselves in that situation. I'm blue-collar, so I don't have any student debt, so I can't really relate or understand how bad it truly is. It's just puzzling to me. It seems like taking out a $50,000 car loan then asking for it to be forgiven because it's too expensive. I'll give you the context of a banker. The student loans are predatory. Regulation has made it easy to give out these loans, which has led to universities artificially inflating prices to excessive levels since they know the loans will cover it. These kids couldn't get these loans at the bank for any other reason. We wouldn't be allowed to give them out because we have to practice safe lending. Regulations require us to review income and credit history to ensure loans we give out are likely to be paid back. Meanwhile, you can rack up over $100,000 in student debt, then end up working as a fry cook. Not that there is anything wrong with that, but the payments will be too much. If the average American education is anything like mine, you won't know a damn thing about finances and will have very little context for how you will pay off these loans when you are 18. You may as well give them the loans at 14 for how unprepared they will generally be. Recruiters and propaganda from the schools also push the idea that you have to go to college to be successful. Meanwhile, blue-collar work and trade jobs have higher salaries and easier means of access with less initial time investment. The issue is tuition rates have exploded because the government is willing to issue the loans. If you're a for-profit university, why wouldn't you inflate the costs if you knew a bunch of gullible 18-year-olds would buy your non-refundable service? I grew up in an upper-middle-class town, and went to public high school. We had hours upon hours of mandatory assemblies and meetings on how to select your college, apply to it, and prepare to take standardized tests for our applications. Writing the standard application essay was a mandatory assignment regardless of the student's plans. All because the percent of kids going to higher education was publicly reported and made the town and school look good. Nobody for a second taught us about financing our education, and learning a trade or directly entering the workforce were a footnote. High schoolers are kids that often don't know how to question the world yet, and often haven't left the nest or had to think about finances before. So when every educational faculty that they trust tells them that getting a $70,000 loan to go to college is a great thing, they believe it. We can't blame them for that, and crippling them financially forever for believing that lie is not moral. Some people took public sector jobs, teachers, social workers, that require advanced degrees and have low pay because we were told if we did and paid our loans for 10 years they would be forgiven, and that the Department of Ed didn't make good on those promises.